My name's Michael Ottaviano. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Carnegie Wave Energy. So Carnegie Wave Energy develops a wave to power technology called CETO. It's quite a unique approach to wave energy. Typically, the wave energy sector has been focused around what I would characterise as floating power stations. Large structures sit on the ocean surface, moving up and down with the waves, and they generate electricity offshore. There's been some fundamental challenges in that approach, and what Carnegie's done is to come up with the most robust and simple approach to generating electricity from the ocean. The CETO wave technology is owned 100% by Carnegie, and it converts the ocean's swell energy into electricity and into fresh water. The way that it does that is by being fully submerged under the water surface, so it's invisible to the eye, and by really being a pumping technology. The waves drive the CETO pumps, which then pump water ashore to spin a standard hydroelectric turbine onshore to generate the electricity, or to power a standard reverse osmosis desalination system to produce fresh water. Well, we're in the nexus between the clean power and the clean water sector, so really anywhere in the world that needs both power and water, then we can deliver a solution to. And if you think about where that might be, the best example in the short term are remote islands where they're reliant upon imported liquid fuels, diesel, to run their power stations. So they're very expensive power, also coming with some environmental risks of spillages and the like. They use that expensive power to produce then very expensive water as well. We can come in and provide a power and a water solution with a very, very low environmental footprint. At the moment, we're really about building some relationships in the European marketplace. We see Europe as a great place for wave energy. There's a lot of support here at a government level for wave energy, and there's a lot of strategic involvement in the sector. We've got a great relationship already here with EDF, Electricité de France, who we work with closely, but we're looking to expand that relationship into other strategics in this sector. To make money for our shareholders. We're a listed company on the Australian Stock Exchange, and that's the bottom line, is we want to make money for our shareholders, and the way that we'll do that is by initially commercialising the CETO technology and then selling that technology to utilities, both power and water, to go and roll out into projects around the world. Well, nearly every other wave technology is what I would call a floating power station style wave technology sitting on the ocean surface. Carnegie's CETO technology is the only fully submerged wave technology and the only fully submerged wave technology to generate the electricity back on shore in a safe environment where it can be deployed and maintained very easily. So there's probably still, though, 2 or 3 wave technologies all at about the similar stage to Carnegie, all at that point of going commercial now. Certainly the resource is a large global one, and the marketplace is potentially a very large one. There's probably room for 2 or 3 technologies out there, but certainly our view is we want to be first to the market and the most successful. The biggest challenge for any wave technology, and perhaps for any clean technology more generally at the moment, is accessing capital in a post-financial crisis environment where risk capital is really very difficult to get. Risk is priced at a high premium. To that end, Carnegie's actually been pretty successful. We've raised $50 million US over the last 5 years to develop the technology. We've received about another 20 million in government grants as well, and I'd expect that within a few months we'll get a little bit more government grant funding, and then we'll go back to the market and raise a bit more capital as well. So I think where wave energy's been historically, the perception is that it's still some years away, and what I think we'll have a degree of influence in is actually changing that perception so that people see that wave energy maybe isn't 5 or 10 years away, it's maybe 2 or 3 years away. We're about to start construction on our first 2 megawatt grid connected wave project, and once we deliver that over the next 18 months or so, then that really is the final technical hurdle for us to then really go into rapid expansion of the technology globally. 12-month goal is to be close to commissioning our first 2 megawatt project. Ideally that'll be in Australia, supplying power to a blue chip off-taker, and stay tuned, we've got a bit of news about that over the coming months.